Good morning everyone. Today I am going to explain you two topics. Last two topics from independent India, the first 30 years 1947 to 1977. So the Bangladesh War. At the time of independence, India was divided into two nations, Pakistan and India. The Bengal was divided into two parts, West Bengal and East Bengal. Along with the north western regions, the East Bengal come under the Pakistan. But the East Pakistan faced a lot of difficulties in 1970s. The Pakistan treated East Bengal as the stepmotherly treatment to East Pakistan. Pakistan treated as stepmotherly treatment to East Pakistan. There are two regions, West Pakistan and East Pakistan, but the Pakistan government shows lot of difference in between West Pakistan and East Pakistan. Not provide sufficient funds to East Pakistan, not developed industries, not provide the good transport facilities. There is no employment, not provide employment in East Pakistan. There was lot of unemployment, and there is no basic infrastructure facilities in East Bengal. So East Pakistan people was very unhappy with the Pakistan government. So actually in the 1970s, before 1970, the military rulers, the military chief controlled the entire Pakistan, West Pakistan and East Pakistan, and military chief ruled the country Pakistan. But military chief announced elections in Pakistan, in both West Pakistan and East Pakistan. In that general elections, Mujibur Rahman was contested in East Pakistan. Mujibur Rahman, his party is Awami League Party. Mujibur Rahman was contested the election. He belongs to Awami League Party. He was the president. So he was contested in East Bengal. So East Pakistan. So in that elections, the Mujibur Rahman was elected. He won the majority of the seats in East Pakistan. Awami League Party was got the majority of seats in East Pakistan. So the Pakistan should give the transfer the powers to the Mujibur Rahman. So why? Because he got the majority of the seats in East Bengal, East Pakistan, that is state. But in spite of that, the Mujibur Rahman was arrested and kept into the West Bengal. They shifted it into West Pakistan and sent into the jail, kept into the jail. So that is created reaction in East Pakistan, and people, the followers of Mujibur Rahman, was started liberation movement. They demanded separate nation for East Pakistan people. So that movement is called as Mukti Bahini. So during the instability in East Pakistan, so lakhs of people was migrated from East Pakistan to India. That is one of the created the problem in India. So India should provide protection to the migrants. That is one of the problem faced faced by the India. So under these circumstances, So the liberation movement was started. Agitators was asked help to India, give support to the liberation movement. So at the time Indira Gandhi is the Prime Minister of the country in India. So Indira Gandhi announced the support to liberation movement in East Pakistan. So Indira Gandhi became successful to get the support from other countries like Russia and other countries. She had become successful in diplomatic issues, and finally the war was happened in between India and Pakistan. So in 1971 India was won the war against the Pakistan, and separate Bangladesh was established in 1971. So that is the story at the time. In West Bangladesh, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was won the elections. He established the government at the time. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto at the time in 1977. But the powers were not transferred to Mujibur Rahman. So that is created reaction in East Pakistan, and that is leads to as a separate nation. That is then the East Pakistan was changed into as a separate leads to change into as a separate nation as the Bangladesh. So that is about the Bangladesh war. So next we are going to another topic, that is about the left turn. So in 1967 the elections were held in India. In that elections the Congress party was lost heavily. So the Congress party, the elections were conducted in Lok Sabha elections. Among the 494 seats in Lok Sabha in that election, the Congress party only did get the 284 seats. It is the very lowest majority in the Lok Sabha ever before occurred in India. So it shows that the Congress party was lost many MP seats in Lok Sabha. So the other parties was gradually become stronger. So at the same time the Congress party also lost many state governments in many state governments. So the Prime Minister is the Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi is come under the Congress party. So she has blamed by many leaders, and she faced challenges within the Congress party and outside the within the Congress party and outside the party. She faced many challenges. So then after Indira Gandhi realized to make the new policies and programs. So the Indira Gandhi decided to make the new policies and programs by the new programs and policies. She want to get the special identity in India. She want to get the special identity and special respect in the hearts of the people. So she has taken left turn, means she promised the working class people, she promised poor people to provide the benefits to the all section of the people. So she promised to provide the benefits to the poor people. She promised to give the land plats to the poor people. She promised to the unemployed people to provide the employment to the unemployed people. She also promised to implementing the some benefits. She promised to give benefits to the farmers. So like she has promised to, and also she raised the voice, Garibi Hatao. Garibi Hatao is the famous slogan raised by Indira Gandhi during the 1971 elections. After the war, against Pakistan, in that war she did get good name. She did become as the able administrator. So then after the war, elections were held in 1971. Lok Sabha elections were held in India. In that elections, the Indira Gandhi was secured huge majority, and she did get huge majority in that elections in 1971 Lok Sabha elections. In that elections, the total out of 518 Lok Sabha seats, so the Congress party won 352 seats out of 518 seats. Out of 518 seats, elections were held for 518 Lok Sabha seats in 1971. In that elections, out of 518 seats, 352 seats were won by the Congress party. So Indira Gandhi get the huge majority in Lok Sabha, and she was become very popular in India. So she did get command over within the party, and also she did get command over the parliament, in the parliament also. So like she has become successful. She had become successful in that election in 1972 Lok Sabha elections. Then again in 1972, so state elections were held. In that elections also, the Congress party was won many of the states. So the state elections also, the Congress party under the leadership of Indira Gandhi, she get many state assembly seats. Many state governments were formed by the Congress party. So like this is about the left turn is useful to make the success to the Congress party, as well as Indira Gandhi become popular in India. So after that, after she came into power, and she implemented some reforms like nationalized banks, nationalization of banks, private banks were nationalized, and also abolition of princely price. In 1971, the privy purse, abolished privy purse by Indira Gandhi in 1971. Abolished privy purse by the Indira Gandhi in 1971, and also abolished the bonded labor system. Abolished bonded labor system. So period, she has made some social and economic changes during this period. So, but unfortunately in 1973, the fuel rates were become high in India due to the war was held in between the Palestine issue in the Central Asia, in West Asia in 1973, in between the Israel and other Arab countries, in between the Arab countries and Israel nation, the war was held. So due to this war, the fuel rates were become very high in the international market, that is affected India. In India also, fuel rates, petrol and diesel rates have become very high. Due to that, the transport was become very expensive. So all commodities rates were become high. So all essential goods rates were become high. So due to that, some industries were stoppage of some industries. So unemployment was rises in India. Food shortage was raised. All commodities rates are become high. So due to the rise of fuel, so the social and economic disturbance was happened in India. So these situations were taken advantage by the opposition leaders, opposition parties. Opposition parties taken advantage of these all situations, and they started movement against the Indira Gandhi and Congress government, against the Congress government. So the opposition parties led this movement, and the important leader, the freedom fighter Jayaprakash Narayan also included with this movement. All opposition parties was included with Jayaprakash Narayan led this movement along with all opposition parties. She was a freedom fighter, and she is very popular in India, especially in Gujarat and Bihar. She has good popularity. She has the good popularity in Bihar and Gujarat. So he has good popularity in Bihar and Gujarat. So he had led this movement, JP movement. This is known as the JP movement. So this movement was spread across India. This is created a lot of disturbances in India. All over India, they started dharnas, hartals, rasta rokos against the central government. So under these circumstances, the Allahabad court gave the judgment against the Indira Gandhi. So the Allahabad court was unseated. The Allahabad court unseated from MP post in Lok Sabha. So Indira Gandhi, the Allahabad court gave judgment against Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was unseated. In MP post, unseated MP post in Lok Sabha. So she has dismissed in MP seat. So Allahabad court gave the judgment. So she accepted that, the court was accepted that violating representation for the People's Act, the Indira Gandhi was violated Representatives of People Act. So it is the Indira Gandhi was violated the election code. That means she has violating representation of the People's Act. So due to that, the Allahabad court was unseated. The Indira Gandhi was unseated MP post in Lok Sabha. So then Indira Gandhi immediately went to Supreme Court. So Indira Gandhi immediately get stay from Supreme Court. Indira Gandhi immediately get stay from Supreme Court, but Supreme Court also gave some restrictions over the Indira Gandhi. So the Supreme Court was imposed some limitations. So that restrictions are, so Indira Gandhi did not get the salary, MP salary, and also Indira Gandhi not have right to vote, MP vote in the Lok Sabha. So like some restrictions were imposed the Supreme Court, and continue the Indira Gandhi was continue as a MP. So under these circumstances, the Indira Gandhi was faced a lot of struggle during this period, and finally she was imposed the emergency. In India. So 1975, the national emergency was imposed by Indira Gandhi. So she was argued that she has justified it as necessary to preserve order and save democracy, preserve order and save democracy, and protecting the social and economic development, transformation, protecting the social and economic transformation, and preserve national integrity, and preserve the national integrity. And also she argued that the unity and integrity, for the unity and integrity were imposing the national emergency. Like that, she has justified her decision. So the government banned series of repressive measures. uh, began the government was began series of repressive measures. So the fundamental rights were curbed, reduced the freedom of press, freedom of media. So the many people rights were suspended, forcefully arrested. Many people were arrested without reason, and the people were tortured. The opposition leaders who were coming against the government, who were kept into the jail and tortured them. So like other violations of civil liberties also took place during that emergency period. While people welcomed, so but some incidents was during the emergency, the Indira Gandhi has taken some decisions which were welcomed the people. So those are over control over the prices, campaign against black market, control over the prices. She has the banned labor system, abolished bonded labor system, and campaigned against black markets, or people was welcomed, and demolition of slums, and forced sterilization, demolition of slums and forced sterilization in the name of population control become very unpopular. So the Indira Gandhi was became very unpopular during the demolition of slums and forced sterilization. So the major highlight during this period is 42nd Constitution Amendment. The 42nd Constitution Amendment was made in 1976. This is also considered to be as a mini Constitution of India. Mini Constitution of India in 42nd Constitution Amendment. So in this Constitution, they made many changes. So like the two words were added in the preamble of the Constitution. Those are secular and socialist. New words were added in the preamble of the Constitution, and they made many changes. So like providing protection from the judicial challenges, providing protection from the judicial challenges to social and economic transformation, providing protection from the judicial challenges, social and economic transformation, making the judiciary subservient to parliament, and strengthening the central government powers compared to state government, strengthening the central government powers compared to state governments, strengthening the central government powers compared to state government, excluding the courts from election disputes, excluding the courts, reduced powers for the courts to courts from the election disputes, excluding the courts from the election disputes, Like this is considered to be as a mini constitution for India. Thank you, Jilva.